Hey guys, it's Ashley, and this is the first ever Ravenswood recap from me. So, a lot of you, well, a few of you wanted me to do Ravenswood recap, so here I am. I wasn't so sure about this series at first because a lot of spin off shows or like spin offs are usually like really bad or like they're okay, but they're not amazing or anything. So I wasn't really sure if I was gonna do the recaps or not because if I'm not enjoying it, I'm not gonna watch it. First, when it started off, I thought, okay, maybe this will be interesting. Kinda got boring, like maybe because it was more of a introduction episode, so maybe that's why it got boring, in my opinion anyway. I know a lot of people on Twitter like that, they were like, oh my gosh, I'm hooked on this show already. And some people were saying, I'm not so sure about this show. And that's how I was feeling. But then towards the end, like the main end, it kind of drew me in because it got scary. This sorry, I'm kind of like paranoid now, but series is not so realistic like I thought it was gonna be. I know they were gonna throw in supernatural stuff, and it's not really realistic. But I really like how everything is. I like just the setting, and I like the storyline that they're going with Miranda and Caleb. Not so sure about that the other characters though. Like it didn't really interest me for some reason. I'm not gonna have a intro for this until like not for this recap anyway. Maybe like the next recap I'll have an intro for this. So it first starts off with Miranda and Caleb still at the graveyard, and they're still kind of like shocked of what they saw of their faces on the tombstone and their names. It's just a creepy place. I mean, there's like all these like weird statues, things, and there's like statues of angels, and like one of the statues, a tear rolled down, but it was blood. That was kind of weird. I didn't get what that was supposed to mean. And there's also like someone or something like watching them, like a curse, I guess. I don't know. They just showed like a random like hand that kept going near Miranda. Kinda scary. And then we also get to know three more characters in this episode. This guy named Lou, this girl Olivia, their brother sister, and then there was something about their mom who's accused of murdering their father. Like the whole town is aware of it. There's this other girl named Remy who's Luke's girlfriend, and her dad don't want Remy to date Luke, or don't want her near him because of what happened with his mom and everything, that whole thing. Mrs. Grunwald is like working with Miranda's uncle, Eamon Collins, and he was really rude. When Caleb and Miranda first met him, they approached him about the headstones, about their names and their pictures on the headstones, and he's like, I know every name on a headstone, I don't recall it. And he was just kind of being rude and like not wanting to meet them or talk to them, and I don't know, he was like hiding something. And so Miss Grunwald like shows Miranda around inside like this house, like this kind of creepy house. It's like this old styled house. So while they're in that house, I don't know if it's like some curse or some supernatural thing, or like some people were saying that was the uncle. I'm not sure, but it really freaked me out. So Miranda was like, I don't like talking about it because it might give me nightmares, but anyway, because I'm filming this at like 10:30 at night. But like she was looking at this scrapbook. It was in the promo too. She's sitting on a couch, and then this shadow black figure just comes out from the behind the drapes and like tries to attack her, and she looks and puddle by the drapes, like this black puddle. And then there was this one incident where Caleb was in the bathtub, this shadow, like this black figure thing, like tried to drown him. Took off the clear shower curtain, tried to suffocate him and drown him while the water was still running, and he couldn't turn it off. And then afterwards was gone, and then he could turn off the water. That was a bit creepy too. And Miranda wants to leave that place because it's obviously really creepy. And Caleb, he went to this newspaper place or whatever to track down like the obituaries. And that's where he meets Remy to see if his name would be in there. Try to get an explanation why his name was on there. It was mentioned in this episode. I'm reading this online because I kind of forgot. I got like too like scared. But anyway, a group of Ravenswood high school seniors mysteriously drowned in 1896 in a boating accident. Exactly 1 week after a lone surviving war vet returned to town, similar pattern of events occurred on a second occasion since Remy's mom just returned from Afghanistan as the sole survivor of her troop. Remy hypothesized that the curse was about to strike again. And it also happened that Miranda and Caleb, back in the day that passed away, were a couple, a senior couple, like high school senior, not like an old couple. Nothing like big event really happened, but the end was like really scary. Oh, there was also this parade like that was going on, and Olivia was like riding on a car, and all of a sudden this random guy throws like red paint all over her dress, so she runs out. Her brother Luke is there, and so they're walking home and it's like raining, and Caleb and Miranda are about to go home, but then they see the car that Caleb and Miranda is in, and they don't want to walk home in the rain. Now all 5 of them, 5 people, you know, there was some kind of quote about like 5 will fall or something like that. I don't know. I promise I'll get more into this show as the series go on, but I'm kind of lost right now. So the 5 people are in the car. I don't know, I just had this weird feeling something bad was gonna happen because they're just kind of driving on a rainy, dark night, and there's a sign that says bridge ahead. All of a sudden there's this, and I thought like this lady in all black, and I thought this lady was that was in the first episode of the 4th season in Pretty Little Liars. Remember that woman or a guy, I'm pretty sure that's a woman, dressed all in black veil, attending Wilden's funeral. I thought it was that, but I was wrong. It was really scary. So they swerve because they don't want to hit that person. That thing crash into a lake, swerve off the bridge, and they're trying to like get out, and they can't open like the windows, and the car is floating, and it just keeps sinking and sinking, and they're trying to get out. Like half of the car, like the front of the car is kind of like sinking already, and they're like trying to get out, they can't. And then they kind of zoom in into the black figure's face or whatever, and oh my gosh, it's just scary. It literally scared the crap out of me. Like I jumped, and I actually screamed. I was like, I don't want to scream now, but I was like, oh my gosh, like that was scary because that was like a pop-up. It kind of looked like that scary maze game thing that pops up. Like I didn't play that game before, but it kind of reminded me of that, and it just popped out all of a sudden. So but yeah, the next episode looks interesting, I guess. Like obviously they don't die, but I think someone dies. Or okay, I need to get more informed of this series because it's not working out for me. Hope you liked my recap, even though it was kind of like misinformative, I guess. What do you guys think of Ravenswood? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you unsure of it? Your favorite character? It's Caleb. Like if Caleb's your favorite character, like who else? I guess my favorite character would be, I guess it would be Miranda, because I really like Nicole Anderson. But if we're not like including her, like that, because she was kind of in Pretty Little Liars, like introduced. Like maybe Remy, like she seems cool, I guess. And stay tuned, stay subscribed, because I will be doing and more recaps on this series, and I'll be more informed. I'll try to be more informed on it. It's kind of hard now because it's just like the first episode and I wasn't really being news about it. So also follow me on Twitter if you want, at Ash Harmony. I'll have it the down bar, and also I have an Instagram if you want to follow me. It's gonna be in the down bar too. Yeah guys, peace out.